What's up, everybody? It's your boy Reggie Casual, friend of Casual.co. Welcome to Harajuku. We are back here again. And oftentimes when I come here, or when I'm touring people around, or when I used to tour people around, they would always ask, where do I go first? There are thousands and thousands of shops in Harajuku. There's so many places to go. But I believe that there's one place that you should always go to first. Not just because it's the best place, because that's up for debate, but because it kind of gives you this snapshot of Japanese street fashion and culture, which is what Harajuku is all about. And that is Laforet. Now, keep in mind, when I say a snapshot of Japanese fashion history and culture, what I mean is that in Japan, there's just this weird prevailing idea that fashion should kind of maintain itself. There should be a clear line of evolution. So we're not necessarily getting rid of things. I often like to say that Japan is not a place where you change your style. It's where you enhance it or go even deeper into it. And Laforet is a great example of that. In this place, there are thousands of brands, both big and small, that do amazing work. But instead of me simply talking about it at length, let's go ahead and take a look inside. So how about a little bit of background on Laforet? Now, Laforet, if you're familiar with French, I'm not that good at French, so please don't kill me on that. If you're familiar with French, Laforet means the forest in French. And the reason why this building is called that is because it was developed by a company called the Mori Building Company in 1978. Now, Mori in Japanese means the forest. Now, there are a couple of notable stores that you should absolutely check out outside of all the independent ones that are here. There are over 150 shops. Some of the more notable ones include Great, Ground Y by Yoji Yamamoto, Wildside Yoji Yamamoto, which just opened recently at the time of this video. And we also have Human Made and others as well. And then there's all of that kind of historical Japanese fashion, from Lolita styles to visual kei styles. So you're gonna see pretty much everything here. Now, it may not be the best place to shop in its entirety, but it is one of those places that I like to take people first just to get them acclimated to what they're in store for, but also to appreciate the methodology of how everything in Harajuku and all the styles kind of manifested themselves throughout the years. But there is a small caveat to Laforet. It is probably not the place where you're gonna buy a lot of stuff. It is very Japanese. I mean, there's almost exclusively, didn't even know how to say that, exclusively Japanese brands in here outside of the Vivienne Westwood Red Label, but Red Label is a kind of more Japanese than anything else. And there's also another caveat. It's mostly women's fashion. I forgot to mention that early. But again, if you're just appreciative of fashion in general, and you're really interested in Japanese street culture and street fashion, there really isn't a better place to stop by first than Laforet. Sure, you can go to the other areas like the Urahara, like the back streets of Cat Street, and weave your way on Takeshita Dori, but I would always say that Laforet is absolutely just one of the finer points. It's historical, been here since 1978, pretty much established what Harajuku fashion was going to be for the better part of the 80s and 90s. So if you really want to know about it, and you really are interested in the history and the complexities of Japanese fashion and methodology, there really isn't a better place than Laforet, at least getting that snapshot. Everywhere else you can shop though, right? You can shop, but there's a lot more to see. So how about we just take a little bit of a skim on the rest of this trip out here. Let's go. But I have to be real with you guys. The reason why I took you to Laforet instead of anywhere else is because the entire atmosphere of Harajuku has changed. And I'm not sure if that's for the better. They've made it far more tourist friendly. So a lot of the big stores are more prominent, and a lot of bigger stores and more wealthy stores are taking up a lot of space. Sure, Harajuku still has its charm and it still has some hidden gems here and there. But for me personally, I actually don't shop around here that much anymore. That should not deter you though into coming. You should come because Harajuku is a place where you will find that youth culture. But I also have to admit, sometimes I'm a little bit cautious of telling everybody where to go because in Japan, there's this idea of going towards what you do. And if I send you to some places that I think are just some great places to shop for everybody, then that really goes against just the heart and just the spirit of Japanese fashion. And that is what I got for you today. So obviously you should check out Laforet. Like I said, it may not be the place where you go and shop for everything, but it's a great introduction to what Japanese fashion, style, and methodology is. You should absolutely check it out amongst all the other places that you should check out in Harajuku. However, we have a lot more to cover out here. So if there is a place, if there's a brand, or if there's something in Japan that you would like to explore, let it be known in the comments. Let me know what you would like to see so we could go there, or we could at least try to go there, because it's a little bit difficult to get inside stores in Japan, but we can make some deals. If anybody can do it, we can do it. But at the very least, you know what to do. Keep it locked right here for all of your info on international fashion, culture, and business from Tokyo. It's your boy, and keep it casual. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. And I will see you guys in a minute. I'm out of here.